Hey guys, Happy New Year. My name is Shonok in case you guys have forgotten because I have not uploaded in ages. Anyways, today I have a great gaming smartphone. This device is a dream of many gamers and it is a kings in terms of specification. Well, I am talking about the Asus ROG Phone 3. Few weeks ago, I got a call from Asus and they were like, hey, are you interested in reviewing Asus ROG Phone 3? And I was like, yeah, I am in. So it's been almost a month I am using this device. So let's find out if it is still the best gaming smartphone of 2021 or not. Hey, let's roll the intro and then we'll start the review. So let's start the review with usual build and design. So when I first hold this device, my reaction was, wow, this is a quite big and heavy device. Oh, now you are thinking about my second reaction. Well, it was, are they losing that crazy design by every generation? Now you are thinking about my third reaction. Nah, they are still crazy with this metal heatsink and this crazy transparent rainbow shaped lines. Okay, maybe you have not thought about my reactions, but so this device is covered by a glass and I like glass finishes smartphones. On the back there is a huge camera bump where it holds its three camera. Beside that there is a flashlight, microphone and another LED for the matrix case. Just below that we see the classic ROG logo which can be lit up. Now just below there is written Republic of Gamers. The weight of this smartphone is 240 gram which is on the heaviest side, and after picking the device you will feel the weight, and the main reason is because it contains a huge battery of 6000 milliampere. The display is 6.59 inch with no notch but thick bezels on the top and bottom, and there it contains its powerful dual stereo speaker. The red accent on the power button gives a cool vibe, and on the other side you will notice the SIM and microSD card slot. Below that you will notice a hidden slot, and there you can insert your charger while gaming, or you can attach more accessories provided by Asus. By the way, this is the only case which I don't mind using because this is sick. Let's talk about this device display. The display is a little special because it has a refresh rate of 144 Hz. I know it is insane, and it is perfect display for a gaming device. The screen size is 6.59 inch with almost 80% of skin to body ratio. The AMOLED screen is protected by the Corning Gorilla Glass 6. The display brightness can be quite high, so you will not have any problem outside. But there is a but in the lowered brightness. I have noticed that number 1, it can be little more low, and number 2, there is a magenta tint on the display. But you will not face this problem if you are not using the phone on the lowest brightness. And on the bezels, there are two stereo speakers which are good in quality and loud in sound. Watching movies or videos on this device is a bliss. I love the display quality and audio of this device. By the way, it supports HDR videos, so you can watch HDR videos on YouTube using this device too. Here are some DRM information. Performance and UI. So if I have to sum it up in one sentence, I will say the performance is amazing. It is using the best available hardware, but the UI can be better. Let me explain what I have said and why I have said that in details. This device is available in 8GB or 12GB of RAM, and I am using the 8GB LDDR5 RAM variant. The Snapdragon 865 Plus with 8GB is a beast. This device has a UFS 3.1 storage which is super fast. I have not noticed any laggy thing, and the 144 skin refresh rate is a cherry on top. Well, then why I said it can be improved? I have noticed some glitches while using 144 Hz, and the UI is based on the Android 10, and I don't feel the connection with this UI. Maybe it is only me. By the way, let's talk about the network and connectivity because that's the main purpose of a mobile. The network is good in this device. I have not noticed any network issue. And yes, it is a 5G ready smartphone. But as you know, there are no 5G networks in India. So I was unable to test that. The Wi-Fi is also good and the range is quite impressive. And there is a thing, you can connect to two different networks at the same time. So it will give you a better performance in terms of Wi-Fi network. This device has 3 cameras and the main sensor is 64 megapixel Sony IMX 686 with the aperture of 1.8. Other two cameras are wide angle and macro camera. In my opinion, the macro camera is useless and the 64 megapixel camera takes quite good photos, but it is not the best in this price range. The wide angle camera is not the widest but okay, and yeah, it can take photos in raw format. So editors, you can do your stuff. If we move to the video department of this device can record up to 8K. Yes, you heard that right. This device can record in 8K. Apart from that, you can shoot in 4K videos at 60 FPS. You can turn on or off wind reduction and mic focus, which are little things I like. I shot some 1080p videos. Here are some. And I have noticed that if we turn the stabilization on, then the sharpness of this video goes down by a lot, even in 1080p. By the way, there is no optical image stabilization, only electronic image stabilization. And there is a mode called Pro Video where you have a lot of options to play. The front camera is quite good. I liked it. It does come with a 24 megapixel camera and the pictures are good. And also it is good for video streaming. I have streamed some videos. Now let's move to the gaming experience, the main reason why you have opt this device instead of any other device. And if I have to say in one word, I would say fabulous. Why did I say that? Well, it is like a phone from heaven for gamers. The screen is 144 Hz and the touch sampling is 270 Hz. It does not stop there. It also has 25 millisecond of touch response and 18 millisecond of slide response. The gaming experience is a lot better than any other device. The colors are bright and accurate. The performance does not drop because of these paints, heat sinks and copper vapor chambers. Not only that, you can set game modes according to games. By the way, to use the topmost gaming mode, you need an air cooler. You can throw any game at this device and you will not see any lags. There are some things which I also like the dual Type-C port, which can charge it like this and you will not have any problem while gaming. Actually, even in normal usage, I found out this is better than this port below. The Game Genie is my most favorite thing. It has a lot of option. You can stream while gaming using this and you will not notice any performance drop. Though it will heat up quickly, that's not a thing to worry about. The air triggers are my favorite thing. I can use 4 fingers to play a game. Fun fact, I played Call of Duty and I used a nuclear bomb just using the knife. Though one of my friend tried this and said the air triggers has a little delay, but I have not noticed. Maybe because I don't play that many games. By the way, you can record the gameplay and can record the internal audio only. Also, you can see the real-time information like temperature, frame rates, GPU use and CPU use. There are so many things in this. Maybe I need to make a separate video for this gaming modes. One thing I forgot to mention, you have to turn this X mode on for better performance. You can turn that on from the app or you can create a shortcut like squeeze the device for long The pressure sensors are good, the shortcuts are useful like squeeze 1 for flashlight and squeeze long for X mode. Now you think if you use too much for gaming you may run out of juice. Well, you are wrong. This device contains a 6000 mAh battery and the battery life is insane. You can get a 10 hour of screen on time with 60Hz, and guess what? I have played almost 2 hours of gaming that day. Though with 144Hz the battery life is little short like 7 hours, but still it is great. So you don't have to worry because this device can give you a battery life of 2 days. The charger is a 30 watt quick charge force charger and it takes less than 100 minutes to get fully charged. And to extend the overall battery life, they have implemented some tricks too. Like one of them is pass through charging while gaming, so your battery life will be longer as charge cycle will still remain the same. And another one is scheduled charging, where you have to set when you're gonna use the device. It will set the charging speed according to that, and it is very useful for overnight charging. Also you can set after which point the charging should stop. I have set this up at 90%. Conclusion. So should you buy this phone or should you look for some other phone? Well, if you are a gamer, then definitely go for this device. You will not find any other smartphone which is any better than this phone in terms of gaming. The performance and other stuff like battery is insane. But if you are a casual user and your main priority is camera and OS, then there are some other options to look around. Well, that's all for this video. I'm Shaunak and you have been watching Tech Review. Have a nice day.